Choose your fighter.
What's up guys, Matt here with F/Games, and tonight we're going to be playing Among Trees. It's a new survival game that came out just a couple of days ago, and obviously, you know, I have an obsession with survival games, and so I picked it up. It's really good. I've played it already, obviously I have a continue, and it's a lot of fun. The art style is gorgeous. You can pick it up on Epic Games with a $10 off coupon for $10. It's well worth it. It is in pre-alpha right now, but they have a workable build going, and I love the game and want to check it out with you guys. So without further ado, we're going to dive into a new game. No dangerous animals. Let's see. We'll go ahead and play Zen. The other one I'm playing on standard, and definitely with it being in pre-alpha, there's some problems with the bears. I have yet to be able to survive an encounter, so I don't know if I'm bad at the game or if I am just experiencing some issues with the game not quite having it figured out. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and do Zen on, I suppose, normal. Just for funsies. Like I said, this game is phenomenal. I have played it. It's very relaxing in some ways for a survival game. It's definitely a great survival game if you're kind of new to playing them. You know, the controls are very easy, very similar to like Ark or like The Forest. Which I'm going to be playing with Alex and Donald here before too long. I think this weekend we're going to go ahead and play it and do some recording. We've actually already tried to record it once 2 weeks ago, or last weekend, excuse me, and it didn't go well. We had some audio issues, and so we're going to end up re-recording, unfortunately. But it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, here we go. Now we are in the game. Like I said, this game is very pretty. You know, the art style is very well realized, and very much set in a specific way. You know, the graphics aren't you know, super spectacular, but the way they're styled just is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to be picking up some stuff. Obviously, food is going to be an issue. I need sticks. There is some motion blur with the game which you can turn off. I've kind of gotten used to it, so it's not as big of a deal for me, I guess. I know Alex, for example, has issues with the motion blur and really does not like it. So we're going to be picking up some sticks and some shrooms and some fur planks. Trying to get this here cabin back up into the land of the living, so we're going to have a quick look and see what I need. I need 2 more planks and more sticks. I can actually take notes on it, which is one of the things I really like about this game, so I don't have to remember everything because I have a crap memory. Get some more mushrooms, get this, grab some stickamajiggers and some fur planks and golden chanterelles. And it looks like I've got my planks, and there's a stick right there. Didn't I see? Yeah, there's a mushroom right here. Cool thing is all of the resources will respawn eventually over time. Oh, there's some hoof shrooms. I know there, or hoof fungus. I know those are not useful in the right now, but they are useful later. Is that chicory? I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of grab anything I can, to be honest. Grab that chicory. I know it's useful later for certain things. I'm not going to meander real super far. What's that? Oh, it's ruby beets stuck in there. Like I said, there's a few graphical issues in the game. Nothing huge. I mean, it's in, like I said, it's in a pre-alpha state. I've submitted 1 or 2 things about the content so far, but overall, it's a really good game. Like I said, it's a great starter for, thank you. It's a great starter game for people who want to get into the, for people who want to get into the survival games. genre, it's phenomenal. I love it. It's great. I'm going to go ahead and dump some stuff off. I think I'm actually going to take the button mushrooms and keep them with me for now, just because food is a thing. That's the crafting room, which is one that I want, and so we're going to go ahead and note that. Crafting room allows you to build stuff, build objects like axes and things like that. Very, very, very useful. And we're going to go ahead and meander, I think back this way probably, and see what we can find. Like I said, I'm pretty much looking for anything out there. Anything that I can find at the moment. You need basically everything right now to do stuff. I need fir planks, I need golden ash leaves. Aren't useful right now, but they will be later. Oops, go and grab some hoof fungus, and there's some mulberries. That's actually used to make the map, and so pretty useful. I like having the map and grabbing the compass as well. So here we have some boxes that you need to lockpick. You need an axe for this, but steel wire, that's actually important for our crafting room. And we got some old rags, nails, and jute rope, always useful. Jute rope, I believe, is used for the most part in the sewing room. Alright, so we got some steel wire. We've almost got enough, which is pretty good. Steel pipes are extremely useful and a pain in the butt to come by later on, it seems. In my other playthrough, I'm definitely having issues with that. Oh, sweet. Okay, fir planks. So we're getting the fir planks we need slowly but surely. We've got all the steel wire we need. We'll need more of it eventually, but in the right now, being able to make my crafting room is going to be pretty big. Some more jute. Ooh, another steel pipe. That's very awesome early on to find. Let's see what else we've got here. Anything? Oh, there's a pile that I didn't open. Ruby beads, I'll go ahead and leave those behind for now. I'm not going to need them until later for certain. Looks like it's daylight right now, so I want to kind of keep an eye on my time, just in case. I think I got pretty much everything out here. Looks like, obviously, I'm going to leave that behind. There's some stuff I'm going to leave behind. You know, no lockpick and no axe. Means I'm going to have to leave a few things here, which, you know, kind of sucks, but whatever. And we'll keep meandering. Those little point of interest sites, they're kind of, hello, kind of all over the place. There's different ones out here. I'm gonna go ahead and eat real quick, just to kind of bop my food back up. Food's a pretty important resource early on. It gets less important when you get the cooking room, but at the moment you have to kind of be careful of your food. Beets are useful. Once you get the cooking room, they're really useful, but for now I'm not going to worry too much about them. Ooh, bunny. There's some hoof fungus here. Not a bad thing to find. And we're just gonna kind of meander about. I'm gonna grab these leaves. I don't want to stray too far away from my house, which is right over there, but I definitely want to try and get some stuff. Right now I'm looking for another point of interest so that I can get more timber. You do not, in fact, take fall damage, which is, you know, good. You do fall like a rock, but you know, it's pretty cool. Bug mushrooms, let's see. Not seeing a whole lot. Oh, here we go. Once it starts getting towards dark, I'll start meandering my way back, but right now I'm just trying to find as much stuff as I can and get an idea of what's going on. Oh, there's a stump. Is that... Nope, that is bees. Bees are pretty cool. They're important later on. I do need to keep an eye out for stumps for the stump moss, because I have not found those yet. Do I have to remove my bag for sticks? I don't think so. Nope. Okay, this is down by the river area. There are a couple things that I'll need from down here a little bit later on, but for now I'm not going to concern myself a whole lot with it unless I happen across a stump to get that moss. You also have to kind of keep an eye on your stamina gauge. Oop, there's stump moss right there and another bee's nest. Don't have room for it, so let's see what I've got laying around here that I can pitch. You can always regain stuff, but I think what I'm going to do is just eat this and top my food off for now. That seems like a good idea. I don't want to fuss around with the beehive just this second, mostly because I don't have the tools that I need to get the resource from it. Resources, I should say. Ooh, bud mushroom. And you take damage when you do mess with the beehives, and I don't presently want to do that, you know? Okay. More button mushrooms. I really, though, like to find another stump to grab that. Oop, is that? Ah, perfect. Find the moss, and then start meandering back. I don't have space for beets, so I think I'm just going to start heading in the general direction of home. You want to hit home right around nightfall because you'll start getting cold, and you don't want to freeze to death. So, you know, obviously. So we're going to start meandering our way home. I got a lot of stump moss. Cool. I'll go ahead and grab this one as well, just because I know it's useful later for a couple of different items. Every item that you pick up has multiple uses, pretty much. Fur planks are used for a whole bunch of stuff. Sticks are used for a couple of basic things, and then... Didn't I see something in here, or am I losing my mind? It must have been that stick I saw. What was I going to say? But yeah, every item has some form of use, and so you can kind of stockpile. I'm going to unlock the storage room soon, so that I can have a little bit more space. Storage is a limited thing for a little while until you unlock this fella, which is the other thing I'm trying to gather stuff for. Right now I don't think I think I've got probably enough of the steel wire. I've got 5, and this takes 2, this takes 3. So I have enough of that. I have enough of the stump moss. I don't believe I have enough nails, but once I get the crafting room open, I can either make them or I can use an axe to hit the boxes. So it's getting on nighttime. I don't really have a lot left that I want to do right this very second. I am going to just take a quick gander since I have to wait until nightfall to sleep anyways. So I'm going to see if I can find any like loose resources like these leaves, because I know I'm going to need them later. And see, put fungus, always a reasonable pickup. It is used to make food, cooked food later on. You can use it. So it's worth picking up as you go. There's also at least one. There's also at least one crafting recipe, as I recall, that takes it. So you do want to pick it up. Stockpiling some sticks is not a bad thing because it's used later in your cooking. And now that it is nightfall, I'll go ahead and head back to my little cabin here and drop some junk off since I have the space for it, and we're gonna go to sleep. So that's day 1 down and in the books. Day 2. Now, one thing I don't like particularly about the game, let me go ahead and save here. One thing I don't particularly like about the game is that when you've got your note up, if you've got the items in storage, it does not show that. It's a small complaint, but it's something that I do hope that they fix as it goes along and fix the inventory. I think it'll really be a benefit because, you know, I know that I have enough steel wire and stump moss off the top of my head. But it would be nice to know, you know, what amount of fir planks, for example, that I am needing. I think would be a pretty useful thing. So right now I'm going to head across the river, try and get the rest of the fir planks I need. I'm also keeping a light eye out for driftwood, which I've found sort of here. Driftwood is used for one of the other rooms. I think it's the cooking room, if I remember correctly. You need a couple of them. So, as I cross the river, I just want to double check on my way and see if I come across it, and keeping an eye out for other resource nodes and things like that, like this chicory, which I am going to grab and hold on to. And stockpile some more sticks. Sticks become less of an issue later when you start chopping down trees with your axe. But for right now, picking them up is definitely a good idea. If I remember correctly, there's a point of interest up here somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. So I'm kind of wandering, looking. Oh, there it is, speaking of. I'm not going to bother with the beets until I get the cooking room. You can't eat them. You can... Actually, I don't think you can eat them raw. So they're kind of pointless to pick up right this very second. Actually, I can find out. Since there's a beet right here, let's see. Okay, yeah, you can't eat them raw, so there's not a lot of point to picking them up until you've got the cooking room, unless you're going to kind of stockpile them, which I plan to. Because they are very, very useful. Okay, so there's the boxes. This is one of the weird hidden boxes. So a lot of times when you go to these point of interest, they've got their stuff all kind of grouped up here. Like so. And then there's always like a random... like one extra box sitting off to the side to all of the points of interest that I've been to thus far. It's kind of weird, but it's, I don't know, it's a thing. Jute rope, this is not what I need. Oh, there are extra, even more planks, which is good, because that's what I need to make my tool room. Hopefully I held on to enough. Ooh, nails, very useful. I'm going to need those in the near future anyways. So let's see what else we've got here. Let's grab this plank. And see what else we got. Uh-oh. No space in inventory. I'm not leaving those bolts behind for certain. So I'm going to go ahead and discard this guy. Bolts become a resource that you need a fair number of a little bit later on. And so you want to kind of keep an eye out for them. Those and steel pipes later on become an issue. Yeah, I know I'm starving. I'll eat here in a second. Just want to make sure I get enough wood. Hopefully I have enough. Again, that's one of those things I wish that they would... I do wish that they would fix, just because it makes it a little bit more user-friendly to see, oh, I've got enough stuff. I don't need to futz around with... You know, oh, do I have enough? Or, you know, do I need to carry it? Let me go ahead and eat real quick. Just eat one of these and one or two of these guys, just to top myself back off. I do have some room in my inventory to grab other stuff, so I may kind of wander out just a little bit. Every little bit helps in this game, and the map actually will update with anywhere you've explored prior to getting there. So, like, ooh, is that that's the larch, maybe? So there's this area back here. which is cool. And that looks like where the larch trees hang out, so you'll get resin from these once you get the axe. But since I'm here, I may just run back here, because I think there's a blueprint, as I recall. It's also like a super duper pretty area. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous in here. And I love the art style of this game. It looks very pretty, and it's just a relaxing game to play, honestly. I mean, yeah, you have to deal with the bears, but I went ahead and turned those guys off for reasons of not having to deal with them at the moment, I guess. I thought there was a blueprint in here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's when you chop them down, one of the trees drops a blueprint or something. Nope, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. And I get the blueprint for the lockpick. Lockpick is a very useful tool to have around, and getting it early like this is kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and grab whatever random resources. Oop, that's inventory full. Grab this button mushroom. Do I have room? I would actually like to pick those up if I have the option, but I don't think. I'll just go ahead and eat this real quick. There's nothing wrong with that. To grab the mulberries, I don't know that I have enough to make the map. Oh, I just picked that. Duh. Where's home? Okay, home is that way, so we're going to start meandering that way. Now that I have all the resources I need for now, excuse me, I'm going to start running back. Do I have room for... No, I don't. Yeah, now that I have all the resources for the crafting room, I'm going to go ahead and make my way back. I've actually got more resources than I need, but hopefully that's going to set me up to where I can get the crafting room and one or two of the tools. The ones I'm looking for, the axe and the lockpick, right off the bat. Oh, and the mapping compass, if I can get it. Oop, ash leaves. If I have room for them, yes I do. Grab those. Uh-oh, let's not do that. Running your stamina all the way down can reduce like all of your stats. So down in the bottom right, you've got your stats. You have to be careful to kind of manage those. For the most part, early on, you don't have to worry too much about anything but stamina and food. The temperature thing doesn't really come into play until a little bit later in the game. Especially like if you're working at night, or if you get really far away from your cabin and you're out at night, you can start freezing. And so having food that raises your temperature helps, and things like that. So we're going to head back to the hizzy here and drop some stuff off, pick some stuff up, and hopefully get my crafting room up and running. So we're going to drop these, drop the driftwood, drop the chicory. I need the steel, I need that. I don't need you. Jute rope can go away. Nails, bolts, and I think I've got enough mulberry, which is good. So let me grab these. And the steel wire, oops. And what was the other thing? Stump moss? And let's get this guy built. Oh yeah, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and build this fella, which gives you the crafting tools, which is awesome. And the next thing I'm gonna build is gonna be almost definitely the storage attic, because it gives you a whole ton of storage. So you can see we've got a bunch of stuff that we can make, jute rope, glue, etc. Excuse me. You can do things like make the woodsman's axe, you can make the lockpick, both of which I'm going to try and make almost immediately, and then the map and the compass. I'm probably going to prioritize the axe and the lockpick first. So this, I need steel wire, jute rope, and bolts. So, let's see what I got here. I got the steel wire, go ahead and put this back, jute and bolts. Do not have a very good amount of bolts on hand, but I can actually make them, so it's not the end of the world. But getting the woodsman's axe is pretty important because you can chop down trees and open up certain things, and this is what I was worried about. So let me grab nails and steel pipes and see if I can get the lockpick made immediately by crafting some tools. Nails and the steel pipes. I'm going to put these back. I don't believe I need them right offhand. And so I just need one more bolt, or set of bolts. So let's see, I can use a steel pipe to make a bolt, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Typically I wouldn't do this because steel pipes are a pretty useful resource. Honestly, later on they become pretty important when you're trying to make other stuff. But this will make up for that in the amount of boxes I can open with the point of interest. And then the map, I need old rags and black mulberries, which I should have. Yep. So we'll grab those, throw the steel pipes back in. I'll need them later. So I do want this. I can deal without the compass right away. I don't have the nails, I don't have the bolts, so I'm not going to sweat it. And there's other stuff you can make. You can make a med kit, which are pretty useful if you get if you get the bleeding effect from the bears. You can make like all kinds of little random plants and things like that. I mean, it's kind of cool. You can do all kinds of stuff if you want to make them. These really aren't that bad to make. I'm not actually sure where they go. I've never built one. Maybe I'll try that here at some point. We're going to go ahead and make a note of this one and check my resources. So I need planks, obviously. And then I need nails, which I don't have any of, and I need steel wire, which I do have. So nails are what I'm looking for. Save early, save often, like you do. And I'm going to go ahead and go out here, and I'm going to start ripping some trees down. Oops. Try and get close and make enough. Bam. There we go. So when you chop them down, you get some sticks and you get some fir planks, which is quite useful. The fir planks, especially for doing the rooms in your house, they're essential. I believe for every room that I have built so far, you've needed a bunch of fir planks. So chop them down. Another thing that I'm kind of struggling with is I wish that they would update the fall physics just a little bit so they fall automatically in a direction that's not directly into the bloody rocks. That can be kind of an irritant, because you can occasionally lose the last plank when it falls into the rocks and stuff. Also, it's a little weird when it falls on your house and doesn't do any damage, so it's kind of one of those things that it's just a little quality of life thing that I feel like they should make adjustments for. Alright. Chop, de-chop, de-chop, de-chop. Again, I just can't get over how pretty this game is. It's honestly one of the coolest looking survival games I've played so far. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love games like Ark. Alex and I have spent many happy hours playing it together. I love Raft. I love 7 Days to Die. But honestly, the prettiest game I've seen thus far has been Among Trees. It's a very stylistic game. Interestingly enough, the protagonist is female, which I actually didn't know, because obviously you don't see yourself a whole lot. But on the front of the front screen of the game, when you go to load it, yeah, she is actually a she, which is kind of neat. You don't see a lot of survival game protagonists being female. It's just kind of infrequent. Unless you're doing like a, build your own character or what have you. I'm chopping down the trees at my house, mostly out of convenience. They do actually grow back. You can't remove the stumps or anything like that, so everything is fixed right now. Who knows what it'll look like once it comes out of alpha. But, it's great. This is what I was talking about with losing items into the rocks. Like, there should be one more fir plank here, and it's actually buried down here that you can get it. but that I feel like shouldn't happen. I feel like that it should be a, I don't know if it's a moderately easy fix, but it should be a implemented fix, just for convenience more than anything, so you're not randomly losing items. Nope. 2, please. There we go. I'm just trying to get these trees finished off before nightfall. I need a bunch of them, so I might as well do it. I don't want to go on an excursion out to any of the POIs when it's this close to nightfall. So it's something where you just want to stay active and use your time efficiently, you know, because I'm almost done. I only need 2 more trees here. And then it should be just about nightfall. It should go any second. It's up in the top right corner. Yep, there it goes. So I'll get these last ones done, drop them off, and then tomorrow morning I'll go hunting for more stuff at the POIs. Hopefully I get a batch of nails. Would be extremely useful. I don't know what's going to happen with this tree. But it's the last one I need, so if it's not, if it falls in the wrong way, look, it absolutely is going to do. Hopefully I get maybe 1? Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. This shouldn't happen. I shouldn't lose an entire tree's worth of work because it fell into a rock. That just seems a little silly to me. Let's go ahead. Oh, we've got some spooky coldness coming at us. I might as well go ahead and eat up to full, because why not? You can see the cold coming in on the sides, so my temperature's slowly starting to come down. Not a big deal. I'm just about done anyway, so I'm going to grab these and then go to bed, so it's totally fine. Alright, here we go. So we're going to head back to the hizzy. And am I on the front side or the back side? I don't actually know. Back side. The front of the house. There we go. Alright, so now we have all the planks we need. We're going to pop in here and drop some of this junk off. Those sticks. I may have to just hang on to those for the minute, just because I have all of this. And I don't really have anything I want to discard, so we're going to just kind of hang on to it and deal with it for the moment. Later I'll be able to stockpile these sticks up in the attic, which is why I'm doing this first. We'll go ahead and save the game, and I'm getting sleepy, so we're going to hop into bed and go on to day number 3. Alright, so here we are in day 3. Today is the day we're going to go and tackle some of the points of interest. Let's start with the one behind the house, just because it's a quick one to get to, and I more or less know where it's at. We also have the map now, which helps, so you can kind of see down here you've got these points of interest, and there's the other one we found earlier. So I'm going to be headed for this one. This is the larch trees, which we already know where are. We're going to need them here shortly for the larch resin. It's used to make glue, and glue is a resource that's kind of a pain in the tuchus to make a little bit. Where is this thing? This is why I like having the compass, is I can see what direction I'm going a little bit easier. Oh, here it is. This is what I'm looking for. Again, not going to chase the beets that I just saw. That's kind of pointless right this very second. Now, isn't there? Yep, there it is. So now that I have the axe, I can crack this bad boy open and see what's here. Old rags, not the greatest resource, but whatever. So hoof fungus. Normally I'd go after it, but I have other things to do today. Okay, they really want me to have some old rags. Let's see what else I got here. Steel wire, always good. But I'm hoping for nails right now. Bolts, very good resource, but not what I'm looking for. Let's see what's in here. Is this the beet seeds? I'm going to go ahead and grab these. I don't need them right now, but they will be later. Now I can use the lockpick and open these. Get some bolts, some jute rope, and nails, more importantly. And use the lockpick again. Nails, that's good. How many do I have? 2 of the 4 I need, so that's a pretty good start overall. Probably means I'm going to have to go to the other one. Ruby seeds, they hold... they're individually packed, which is real dumb in my opinion. They should stack. I just think the space limitations, having that not stack, even if it stacks to 2 or 3 would be fine. I just think it's kind of a pointless thing that just takes up space for no reason. Open Sesame, and I don't care for that. That just seems silly to me. Oh, do I have? Oh, it's because I don't have any room for them or them. Problem. We may end up eating some stuff just to get it out of our inventory, because right now I have no room for most of this stuff, and I don't want to throw it away because I actually need it. This is one where I wish it had an effect kind of like the forest, where you can put the items into it, just to make it work a little bit better. It's just kind of an annoyance. Certain things, and don't get me wrong, I love the game. I think it's great. It's just there's a few little things that I would change about it. I'm wondering if maybe over here, or perhaps out this way, there's another POI. I don't actually know. So why don't I go west maybe and see what's over there? Is this west? Seems kind of westerly-like. So we'll go out this way. Let's see what we can find. I am hoping for another point of interest that I can crack open, and with any luck at all, get my hands on some nails so that I can get a whole bunch of stuff out of my inventory. Let's see. Oh, there is one right up there. How do I get there? I get the feeling... I wonder if I have to go up and around? Let's go this way and see what happens. Since I'm already on the path, while I'm wandering past, check for... Oh, driftwood. There's one right there. I'll say, I don't need very many of these, but I do need them. Alright, hopefully I can work my way back up and around, because I need to get up on that up on that mountain ledge. You can't climb in this game very well, and you're definitely not intended to, it seems. Am I going to be able to get around? That's not looking like a possibility unless this drops down. Ooh, there's a cave over there. I'll have to keep that in mind for later. It does. Okay. I'm betting that's where the... Actually, I'm here, I have time, and I'm on this path. Oh, let's let our stamina regenerate a little bit here. I goofed on that. Finding these little caves, I know there's like limestone and stuff in some of them that are used later on, specifically used for things like glue. And so I want to kind of keep an eye out for them. I don't actually know if I've been to this one before in my other playthrough. I don't recall. I guess usually there's blueprints in here, so I mean that'll tell me. But when you wander into these caves, there's like limestone. You need the pickaxe to access it, but more importantly, you can also find blueprints in here, and I'm not sure which one this is. Oh, this is the blueprint for the pickaxe. That's unusual. I swear I got it from another location, but whatever. I don't mind finding the pickaxe blueprint early. Okay. Now we're gonna head up that way. Do I have space for some button mushrooms? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these, knowing that I'm gonna need to eat in a little bit. So these will just top me off. I always try to pick up the same type of resource prior to getting the kitchen. Once you get the kitchen, pick up everything. All the food, because you can combine it to make stuff that will either heal you or restore your hunger, restore your energy, things like that. The kitchen is probably the best room in the game, in my opinion. I'm not going to bother with the mulberries. That's not worth the trouble. Aha, there's the point of interest that I'm looking for. I see a box. Cool-ass waterfall. Let's see. Sticks, don't care. which, nope, that's not a chanterelle. I am going to grab, however, this guy right here. Oops, wrong button. And find nails, which is awesome. Oop, head this way. I don't think I have the room for those personal or right now. I'm going to discard these. I don't want to, but I feel like it's going to be a necessary thing. Ooh, Appet. Larch trees. Well, I already found those, but that's nice, I guess. Alright, let's see what's in here. Bolts. I'm probably okay on jute, so I'm going to leave those for the moment. Hit some other stuff. Really what I'm looking for is like pipes, bolts. Not really worried about seeds right now. I won't be worried about those for a little bit. Oh, there's a pipe and a button mushroom, also very useful. Alright, roundabout here. Ooh, blueprint. And I realized I walked over that. Ooh, I found the watering can, which is used in the garden. I don't really need it right this second. Okay. I don't know which ones I've checked and which ones I haven't currently. Did I just walk across the pipe? Yes, I did. No, apparently I haven't unlocked this one. Steel wire. Leave the... Where'd my mouse go? There we go. Nope, I'm gonna leave all that behind. 2. 2 is the button I want. Steel pipe, always good. Bolts, wire. Please. As annoying as it looks, I may end up having to make nails, which I do not like having to blow the resources on. It's kind of annoying, honestly. Rope. Unless I find some in here. I did! And old Rex. Sweet! So I got the nails I need, which is awesome, without having to make a bunch using steel pipes. Like I said, steel pipes are a pretty useful resource later on. So I think I hit everything over there, and I'm not gonna... I have no space in my inventory anyways. So, we're gonna wander on towards the house here. And on my way, take... Ooh, look. Point of interest. So let me see where I'm at real quick. Okay, so I'm down here. Okay. Is this one I've hit before or not? I'm not entirely certain. Let me see where I'm at and see if I've been to it. I think this is the one I've been to, actually, maybe. No, maybe not. I have not opened any of this up. Okay. So where am I at here? Oh yeah, I've been to this one. Okay. Never mind, it's just respawned. Okay, got it. Either way, I'm not gonna dig into these just yet because I don't have the space in my inventory to really do anything with it, so I'm gonna go back and drop some stuff off and get my storage room built and fix that immediately. I have room for this, right? Yeah. So time to get a second floor and get access to some more useful stuff. I'm also not going to be picking up any sticks for any amount of time for the near future. Let's see. So I need the fir planks, which means I'm going to have to figure this out. Okay, I can throw these in the racks. Can I? Excuse me. Can I put in? No, I can put most of the steel and the pipes I can put in there for now. I still need more space. So once I take these stacks out, I can put the sticks in for now and pull the rest of my wood out. And see, do I have everything? I have everything. So we're gonna go ahead and build my storage. Gives me 4 extra storage boxes. What I tend to do is, now that I'm here, is I tend to kind of storage box dump everything. So like, this is gonna end up with a lot of sticks and basically all my wood is gonna end up here. Anything that is metal, I tend to put together, and then anything that is like cloth or whatnot. Oh, go ahead and eat. eat. This becomes less of a problem later once you get the cooking room, which is absolutely next on my list. It's too valuable to not have. So that was what the driftwood is for. We're going to go ahead and note this, and because I don't know how many bolts I have, to be honest with you. I don't have very many, but let me grab these sticks, and more sticks. Grab this driftwood. So that's all my wood stuff. And then we're going to grab all the metal. I'm just going to kind of fill up here on what I have. Ash and the jute. Food is pretty much for this box at this point, because the kitchen will go right there, and so I want it nearby, basically. So yeah, anything that is wood is going in here. And this is anything metal. I know it's a weird organization system, but it's what I do. I don't know. And then the last one is actually usually for tools. Okay, so let's look in the metal bin. I have 5 bolts, which is good. And I need the driftwood. I may be able to make the kitchen right now. How much? Oh wait, let me grab the fur. Boop. Yeah, I only need 8 fir planks and I can make the kitchen in immediacy, so we're going to do that right now. The kitchen makes life 10 times easier. Oh, I've already got the axe out. Dumb. Why I pick up these sticks, I will never know. But whatever. Okay, 7 to 12. I already hit this before? It's like it had a crack in it. One more. There we go. No, don't fall into the rock. Thank you. So this is why I kind of pre-plan my runs. Usually grabbing wood at the end of the day is best because you're not going to go stray too god-awful far from your house anyways. Just kind of gathering up what's left of my wood requirement just kind of makes it a little bit easier. And now I've got all the fir planks I need, so I'm going to run back and actually get the kitchen. So this is good. This is a 2-room day on, what, day 3 I think it is, which is fantastic. Yeah, have everything built. Got it, and now we'll see what all the sticks are for. Alright, so let me go drop off some storage first before I start fooding it up. I also tend to do a lot of my cooking in the evening. I don't exactly know why. It's just what I've kind of planned out, I guess. Oop, I actually want to grab a couple of bundles of sticks to fill up my stove. That's why I hang on to the sticks, is they're actually pretty good for that. And now beets become extremely important because you can cook them up. I'm saving the chicory for a reason. I don't want to use that at all because, oops, let me put some sticks in. Just go ahead and it takes 5 to fill it up, and this will go down over time basically. So I'm going to put this guy in along with this. Will give me some health. I want to go max. Actually, no, I don't. This will work fine. What are the button shrooms? Do pretty much strictly food, which is fine. But I think I'm going to do this one for now. Cooking these down is useful. It takes up less space, and because you're using a minimum of 2 ingredients and you're getting 1 back, plus you're using sticks. So it is really good for parsing down your inventory a little bit. Make sure I'm not running low. Okay, how's my sticks are about halfway, so I'll go ahead and keep going here. The chanterelles really aren't that great. The mulberries honestly aren't that useful, but you can use them to kind of get you where you're going. That's actually a pretty good recipe right there. It doesn't give you a lot as far as your health, but that's not necessarily what I need it for anyways, so... Okay. Oop. Add a couple more. And we're going to do this for some food. Yep. I'll cook that up. Mushrooms take longer for whatever reason. I don't know. Mushrooms take a while to make. I don't know. I don't eat them, so... Except in the game world. Alright, cook. And we're going to go ahead and just make a food one out of... This is what the hoof fungus is for, if you need a, you know, a really good, like, food boost. The only problem is it takes for bloody ever to cook. There we go. Okay, so now I've got a whole mess of cooked food. I've used up pretty much all of my ingredients, which is not a bad thing. And we're gonna boop. Pop those in. I don't need those. I don't need the sticks right now. So now I've got a couple of days worth of food stored up. And as I'm going, I'll be able to get myself more food. So that'll be good. I'm getting tired. It's nightfall, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And it looks like we got pretty far. We're only, I think, 3 days in. And this puts us about at a good time to stop. So we'll definitely be back playing more of this. I'm very excited to show it off to you guys. Like I said, this is a gorgeous game. I love almost everything about it. There's a few tweaks that it needs, but it's also in pre-alpha. So I'm completely happy with how this is running. The game, like I said, it's very stylized. It's very pretty, and I definitely recommend you guys check it out. You know, like I said, if you have any interest in getting into survival games, this is a great one to start with. It's very easy to get into. It's a very relaxing game. Oh, I'm getting sleepy, so it's time to go. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for coming by. If you like what we're doing, please do the like and subscribe thing. I know it's dumb and everyone hates it, but it makes the YouTube algorithm happy, so whatever. We will see you guys next time, and, you know, be safe out there. Continue surviving. Bye.